that I can leave them. I don't know. Better now.
I think we are live. We're live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the hot seat. Today we have my good buddy Gene, who's somewhere in one of these windows below here. Hold on. There we go. Now I can see you. Really looking forward to talking to you. Also really excited about the next episode of Love Line for Business that we're going to drop tomorrow. Can't wait for you guys to see that. That's going to be absolutely, it was good for us, wasn't it, Greg?
I enjoyed it. I think our guest had a good time.
Yeah,
we're not gonna spoil the surprise, but it is some dude on the internet that some of you may or may not have heard of. So it'll, yeah.
Okay. All right, now we've got that out of the way. Gene, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing good.
You're in Dominican Republic. Oh, sorry, I'm cutting you up.
Yeah.
Got a delay.
No.
Hey, Bram, can you try to stream the gallery view instead of the back and forth?
Yes. There we go. That should have taken care of it. Did it?
Okay. It's the delay.
Okay.
Yep, there we go.
Okay, perfect. That looks a lot better. I'm sorry, Gene, you were saying?
No, that as we were talking, now that the lockdown is getting off, I'm feeling it on the how you call this, the business side, on the real offline side of everything. And feeling blessed that I had this this income, my e-commerce stores.
So just for context, you have you've got like a couple of ice cream stands, right? And then you've got, what kind of e-commerce do you have?
Yeah, so I have on the offline, I have 2 ice cream shops there are 2 franchises, Dominican franchises.
Mm-hmm.
And on e-commerce, I have 2 stores. One that is private label. I just have one product, but it's been very good.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one is drop shipping. I just do drop shipping there.
Okay. And they're all good?
Yeah, they're doing good. But like on the private label side, it's complete now. It's very with all the processes and stuff. It's very on its own. Like I don't have to do a lot. So I'm struggling with a lot of time to think on another thing that I want to do, like another product that I would like to offer, or another brand or something, and it's not popping. The idea on my brain hasn't shown.
So I obviously we know each other because we're friends. Just to understand what you're saying, you've got these two product lines, or these 2 products that you're selling on Amazon. You've automated all of that to such an extent that doesn't, I mean, you don't need a lot of time on that. And now you're bored, but you have no idea how to come up with what to do next.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
How did you decide? Sorry, how did you decide on the private label product that you're selling now?
Well, that's there are 2. So one of them was just taking a course and doing product research as the courses say, like searching for a certain criteria of product. It's not something sexy. It's not something that I like, that I know of. Just a product that fills out the criteria I was looking out of: revenue, market, and niche size, and that's one of them. And I think it was like luck, because I found that product the first 15 minutes I did product research on my life. So it was a little bit of luck involved. Mm-hmm. And the other product was like so random. It was a post on a group of a guy that was asking for investment, because he has everything, like the brand and everything, but he doesn't have any money to keep on going. So he just needed money, and I said, let's sign a NDA, give me the product, and let me do the research. If it fits the criteria, I'll get into it. And it was like that. So
both were kind of, you used a very mechanical process, like you used software to show you a good opportunity, and you took it.
Yeah.
And they're both doing well.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of them is not that, it's moving a little bit slower than I thought, but that's it. I'm seeing it as the start. This is the beginning, like.
Do you enjoy, what's the part that you like? I mean, both of these, they don't really have brands. They're just following sort of the ASM method, what is taught in most places, and how to sort of start selling on Amazon. What about that is that you like?
Okay, so I like selling on Amazon. I like the mechanics. I like the business, like the business part of it. I am the one that you tell me the products or anything, and if it fits the criteria, I'll go and source the product. I have sourcing agents on China and on India. I'll do everything on the back end, the pay-per-click and all that thing, the optimization. But the thing with me, on that part, I only need help with the listing creation and the pictures. Like that, I outsource. All of the other thing, I do it myself, because English is not my first language, and I'm not like, content is not my thing. So I outsource the bullet points, description, title, that thing.
So what are you doing in a Facebook group that's based around building brands, if that is something that you don't feel like doing?
Okay, so I'm going to repeat something that I heard on your podcast.
Okay.
I'm getting out of my comfort zone, and I'm looking for other things, like, but one thing I'm sure now, and I'm more sure about it, is that the process is something I don't think I can do. Like the brand creation, the audience building, that's not me. Like if I do it, I'm going to go, I'm not doing what I like, nor something I'm good at, you know?
You can't do, or you can't do alone?
I can do alone.
Okay. The reason I ask is I think half of the time when there's things that I I don't do because I avoid them, it's usually because I think that I don't know how to do them. I don't enjoy doing things I don't know how to do. And as a result, I avoid them. But if I work with someone who either catalyzes my actions or gives me permission to screw up, then I'm less likely to be hesitant, and I often surprise myself that all this sort of quote unquote technical stuff that I don't like doing, when I know how to do it, I actually like doing it. It's like my 8-year-old son. He hates losing. So if there's something he doesn't know how to do, he doesn't want to do it because he doesn't want to get caught not being able to do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand. I understand that.
But that's not what you mean, right? Like you want to.
That's part of it.
Okay.
But I don't think I have the social skills for that. You know, like my dream is to have someone that is sort of a dreamer.
Mm-hmm.
And I say to him whenever he said, "Hey, we have to do this." Okay, no, we can't do that because of this. Keep on throwing ideas.
Mm-hmm.
Keep on giving me things, and I'll look for the technical things. There's also something that it's another part of this, that is to go onto something that I on my criteria, it's not worth going, that it's something that you do the brand and you create the audience. Then I'm in for creating supplement brand or something like that, that is saturated on the way that I do, or the way that ASM teaches you how to. I can go on a brand like that if I have someone that is going to build a brand and build an audience, and it's good on that part.
Gene, so it sounds like you're an operator, right? So there's kind of the dreamer and then the operator. That's kind of the ideal pair up for people doing, a business partner relationship. And it sounds like you're very good at doing operator and you really enjoy it, but you have this skill set, but you don't know necessarily where to apply it. You want somebody to basically point to something and say, Gene, unleash all of your talent and skill on this. And then you can just go in and do your thing. Is that accurate?
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's fine. When I think there's some element of both of these abilities in everybody, but people tend towards one or the other strongly.
Yeah.
Which is great, because really it sounds like you have cash flow right now, and you would that's fine, but you just want to apply this to something maybe that can go even faster by bringing in an additional skill set in addition to your own.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well, first of all, there's probably people in the group who are dreamers and get really tied up and intimidated trying to do the operation. They don't know how to do all the mechanics inside of Amazon, or they don't know how to do Shopify or Facebook ads or whatever it is. And for some people, it sounds like you could do this. Like, that's just another skill set that you could pick up if you wanted to, because that's what you're good at, is kind of systematizing these processes and then applying it to something else. So taking a step back, if the two private label products you currently have, if one or both of them just absolutely exploded and you were just, showered with money every month without doing anything else. So if you didn't have to worry about money at all, what would you want to spend your time doing?
Okay, so this is a bit of a antithesis of what I've been speaking on this interview, what I'm going to say. But I like um training like CrossFit or something like that. I like supplements. I like biohacking, but not like dangerously. I like all that. So what I would love to do is like buy a brand that does this, like maybe supplements or a I don't know a fitness equipment brand that is not on Amazon, so I can do my thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I see myself like doing if I don't have the money preoccupation.
Okay. Let me ask you a quick question. How would it feel to just make a list of 10 companies that fit that description and send them an email? Say, hey, I'm really good at this channel where there's, hundreds of millions of dollars in transactions every day, and you guys aren't on here. Or maybe they are on there. Maybe some arbitrage person is selling their stuff and the listing is bad and the customer service is bad. And you can come in and say, if you're not selling on Amazon, somebody else can sell your stuff on Amazon, but you don't control the customer experience. They're actually damaging your brand. So I don't know, is that something that you'd be interested in at all in just trying out right now? I mean, just offering your services to 10 of these companies and see if anybody bites? Or is that like...
Yeah. Look, that's something that I've been tempted on doing. And I haven't done it. I don't know, maybe because I'm scared of rejection or something. But also another thing is that all these other brands that I'm definitely following,
mm-hmm.
they are like very big.
That's okay.
So I don't think they're going to hire a Dominican boy to do that. I don't know.
I don't think that anybody gives a flying fuck where you're from or how old you are. All they care about is what you're able to do. Sometimes a lack of a very long track record can be an advantage because people like discovering a diamond in the rough. And I mean, to me, it's not, especially if you're feeling resistance because you're afraid of the rejection. What I would do is go and approach 10 or 20 companies with the expectation to get rejected by all of them. And all you're trying to do is get through those 20 rejections so that the 21st doesn't bother you anymore.
The other thing you could do is you could set this up in a way that's zero risk for them. You could say, look, I'm going to come in here and you don't have to pay me anything up front. I'm going to create the listing. I'm going to set it up. I'm going to start, I'll do the advertising that, get them to agree to maybe an ad spend, but have some tangible targets that you need to hit, and then basically get paid out of profits from those sales. So you could pitch this to them saying, this is a channel where you don't exist right now, or where you are not directly taking sales. I'm going to build it for you, and then I'm going to take 20% of the profits from all the sales on that channel as compensation. So if this doesn't work, I don't get paid. And then for them, it's no risk. So some variation of that type of pitch, where basically you're bringing in new services, a new channel that they're not on, And you're just saying, I'm only going to get paid out of extra sales that I generate for your company. So if I don't generate any sales, you guys aren't out anything. I'm not an expense. All I am is a potential, extra revenue generator. And it's really hard for them to say no in that kind of scenario.
Yeah. And there is, when you said it first, like there is one brand that they're very big, but they're doing a very bad job on Amazon, like very bad.
Especially if you can go and sort of, can you mock up what like a good job on Amazon is and say like, or can you make a reasonable projection of what you think the impact of you tweaking their listings in the first month, and then cut that by 75% so that you're under promising and over delivering?
Maybe I can do that. Though it's like I said to this to you guys because it's something that I would like, but it's not that I'm very experienced on that niche.
Mm-hmm.
And not the niche, but on very high demand niche.
Mm-hmm.
But when you started your training wheels, right? It's one of the products you sell. How's your training wheel expertise?
No, I don't know anything about it, but I know how to manage small niches.
Why? Because you've managed small niches before? That was your first product on Amazon, right? So you went in there with lots of experience in small niches, and therefore you could do a small niche, right? Nobody's looking for this stuff, as opposed to like a big brand where everybody's trying to buy it. Large niche, so it's easy to attract people because lots of people are looking for that. That seems difficult to you, as opposed to something really, really particular where you have to be really, really good in order for someone to find it.
I understand.
No brand, no nothing. It's just some more training wheels on Amazon.
Yeah.
So you see the perception you have in your head is what's tripping you up, because reality has already proven that the opposite's true. You have no problem going to something you don't know about. You've already done it twice on Amazon.
Yeah.
Okay. So why just because there's more units and there's an actual real brand behind it, it's now it feels more real?
Yeah.
Okay. Bullshit. And again, because all I'm saying is because your approach could be, if I don't succeed, I'm not going to take a cut. The worst that happens is you don't succeed, you don't get a cut, and then after a period of time, they say, "Gene, nice working with you, but this isn't working out. Goodbye." And then you'll have experience in running a big brand, and you'll know, you can look back and say, "Okay, I could have done that differently, and I wish I'd known about that." And then when you approach the next company, you can tell them the whole story. But I went here and I approached them, and right, I didn't know everything, but having gone through that experience and not being fully successful, I've managed to learn these 3 things. And I know that when I work with you guys, I'm really going to knock it out of the park.
Yeah. Though, in that, in this scenario, like I'm not going to have like, I know this is a beginning, but I'm not going to have because I want to buy one because I want to make decisions.
Okay.
Like on the product, because I'm also like very into studying about molecular biology and those things. Like I know I am completely mixing up 2 very different things. something with formulation of supplements with the Amazon business. I'm mixing two things that are very separate from each other.
Hey, Gene, my degree's in molecular biology. Thought I'd throw that out there.
Okay, no,
Yeah.
that's like one of my dreams, like really. I don't care the age I have, but I'm going to study it.
It's
I want to study that.
so if you really feel drawn to kind of the supplement space, or it sounds like you're interested in kind of in human optimization. Is that accurate?
Exactly.
Okay. So maybe instead of going after a big brand that exists that kind of fits the mold, it sounds like you're really interested in creating something, but you don't, like, you need some help with putting all the ideas together, with doing the branding, the audience building. But if somebody brought that piece, then you're pretty confident that you could build something that actually meant something. That's kind of what I'm getting from you, if that's accurate. So, maybe you keep doing what you're doing, but you just put a bunch of energy into relationship building and networking inside of this group, other groups. And I'm sure that, the odds are that if you're seeking this, you're going to find the right person who's the, the puzzle piece fit to what you want to do. So there's probably somebody out there who has the same ambition to serve in the same space, and they have a bunch of ideas, but they have no know-how about how to actually source products, formulate products, work with suppliers, do the mechanics of Amazon, like all those pieces are a mystery, but that's the piece that you have. So, that way you don't have to buy a company. You can just make a company. You just need this other piece, this other person to come in and bring to bear their skill set, where they can do social media, audience building, content creation. I know there's a ton of people in this group that do that. So maybe after the call, you should post and say, hey, who's interested in this space with these skill sets? We should talk. Maybe they're here, man. Maybe they're listening right now. I don't know. But if your other Amazon stuff is basically, automated, if you feel like you have time to apply to this and some capital coming in from those other products, you could do it. You could move on it right now.
Yeah.
What are you thinking? Because I saw you start to smile when I was bullshitting there.
Okay, so that's something that I'm planning to do. Speaking to someone in particular from the group, that I heard it on your podcast.
Awesome.
So I don't know. It was like, if you put me, and you put all the things you need to build a brand,
mm-hmm.
all the things that I don't have, he described that's what he has.
Nice.
It was like when I was I spoke to Bram and I told him, hey man, this is crazy. What I just, my mind was blown away when I heard that, because it was like a perfect match. It was like love at first sight.
So have you asked him out for a date yet? It's been weeks now.
We have. Okay. I want to set up a date with him. Okay. Hey, let's meet. Let's see what happens.
Awesome.
And you saying it that right now is very how you call this, reassuring.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Because I'm not very social guy. I am very social when you ask me, when you say hi to me, when you say how are you. But I'm not the guy that goes, hey, my name is Gene. you know.
Yeah, but that you can do a little bit. So that's maybe the part where you need to get out of your comfort zone a little bit. It's a good test for potential partner to see if they will help pick that up and make the rest of the conversation easy. But like, I mean, there's 1,000 odd people in this group. I'm sure there's people out there that the idea of putting together all the technical stuff scares them out of their wits and just sort of freezes their mind. They just want to have ideas. And you'd be a godsend, just like having a partner who enjoys, not just good at, enjoys brand building.
Yeah.
But you have to put yourself out there. It's like anywhere else. I mean, if you don't let people know that you're looking for it, how will they know?
Yeah. This is one of the why I wanted to go into the hot seat.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's
now you have
one
to.
part, and one part I needed this therapy,
Okay.
this business therapy, but I wanted to put myself out there because I think I can bring like a very good part of the business to anyone. It can be a good addition.
So you know what, Bram, I think you mentioned this to me jokingly a couple of weeks ago, maybe not jokingly. Somebody in this group, 1%ers, somebody needs to do this. We need a website that's like a dating website for entrepreneurs. So you can go in and find your business partner, right? An app or a website, you go in, you put in your interests, your skill sets, whether you're a dreamer or an operator, and then you can find matches and you can start dating potential business partners, talking with each other, getting to know each other. And, you know, then if two people or whatever, 3 people, you know, we won't be too picky about that on the site, but
not that there's anything wrong with that.
There you go. You know, you can run your business how you want to run it.
That's right.
But yeah, that needs to exist because there are so many people out there who have one piece of a larger skill set that's really needed to blow something up, and it's really hard to find people, right? I mean, we're very fortunate to have the group that we have here, but even inside the group, not all 1,000 people are actively engaging or interacting every day. So
yeah,
somebody build a dating website for entrepreneurs so that all of us can help each other find business partners.
Yeah, I wasn't joking. And if I don't know if Susan's listening, maybe she can add personal ads to her classifieds. And we do it that way.
Back of the 1% magazine. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Perfect.
And if anybody makes a business dating app, then I'd love to be able to use that as a page on our website. I think it's all part of the whole idea of sort of facilitating business. I think that's what's great about this group. That's what's great about these conversations we have.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun, and sometimes all you really need is just the framework in order to get to these things. Just like, you know, Gene, you're using the hot seat in order to force yourself to do something you know you want to do.
Yeah. And
excellent. I didn't mean to shut you up.
Like here, what?
No, there was a delay, so I thought you stopped talking.
Watching the hot seat in the podcast is like seeing what people want has made me more I don't know, like more that I can do it too. I can go in, I can ask for what I'm missing. I can find a business partner here too. Like, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
because that's something. It's like it's been crazy. Everything, it's been crazy, and how my first I had like a very high FOMO, so I wanted to enter on everything. Everything I heard, Bitcoin, Forex trading, everything. I was like, what? But now I'm more inclined like to an Amazon store, a brand that has products to sell. I don't know. I don't know, man.
What changed?
That I found something that is what I definitely loved since I was like very much younger. That it's two things. Business have problems. That's normal. And I'm like a very good firefighter. When those pop in, those problems, I'm there attacking them. I like that. I don't know, it's like a rush that I get. There's also like the building part of the business. And I'm going to I'm going back to when you asked me what if money isn't what you want. Like I don't know, like the hype of building a business from scratch is like crazy for me. I love that. Like creating something new. I don't know.
So especially if you're saying that, I think what you should do is look for a partner to build a business with, rather than going and buying a ready-made business that you can just maximize on Amazon, because then you get that full experience. That, and I think in the end, and it's probably true for most people, you'll find that it's a lot easier to not have to do things by yourself. And the amount of speed that you can get just by working with someone else is, I mean, that's incredible compared to the things that you can do by yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, that's completely true.
All right. So when we're done, you're going to go what? You're going to reach out and ask this guy you've been been thinking about out on a business day?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to ask him out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man.
Yeah,
is there anything else we can help you with?
Right now, like, you've opened my mind, and maybe, how you call this, like, I feel accountable of a couple of things I have to do now, so I'm going to do them. Maybe later I will need another therapy session. I know that.
We're always available.
Yeah.
Very good. I think my pleasure, our pleasure entirely. I mean, that's why we do it. We love doing this stuff.
Yeah.
And if there's anybody else watching and you'd like to come on, we've got plenty of slots open. Just go to lovelineforbiz.com, and then there's a button to click somewhere to schedule time. I'd love to have you on. I think do you have any final words, Greg?
Not really. I did want to mention we have I think we mentioned this at the top, but for anybody who missed the first 60 seconds, we have a really cool episode of Loveline for Business coming out tomorrow morning. We're not going to spoil the surprise, but we have a really cool guest on. Really interesting. It's a pretty long conversation. So I would just clear your schedule for tomorrow, so you have time to listen to it all.
Yeah, it's available at 8 a.m. Mountain.
8 a.m. Mountain, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
10 Eastern.
Yeah. Be sure to let us know what you think. If you're ever just incredibly offended by either this hot seat or the podcast, we would love to hear about it. Be sure to tag us and let us know what we've done.
And if we failed to offend you, please tell us why.
Yes. Cool, Gene. It was great speaking with you. Thank you so much for volunteering to do this. I hope it was useful. I thought it was really interesting, and it sounds like you have a great plan. You just have to execute.
Yeah. Thank you. This has been very illuminating too.
Awesome.
Excellent.